Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. I am highly honored to be part of the speakers for this August conference. I would like to acknowledge the organizers for giving me this opportunity just to share my little experience that I got after my PhD. Currently, I am based in Zimbabwe. And I just want to thank Prof. Moloto. She was also part of the team that helped me during my PhD. The laboratory was very accessible when I was doing my research at the University of Wits. I also want to acknowledge my supervisor. I continue to talk about him, Professor Daramola. For the support, Dr. Mildred Oiro, and also Dr. Frank Oshieno. I'm sure Wits became a family when I was there, and still I'm very much grateful because I'm still being able to collaborate and engage with the institution. I'm actually proudly to say I'm grateful to be a Wits alumni because I learned a lot during my time at Wits. I completed my PhD in 2020. I understand all of us knew what was happening. It was July 2020 when I graduated. So when I graduated, I came back to my country. Then I said, where should I start from? So today I'm going just to share my personal journey after I completed my PhD. I'm sure it is going to help one or two because the journey is not easy. Actually, yesterday was like third year anniversary for Sustainage. So Sustainage is a brainchild of myself when I was at Wits. When I was about to complete my PhD, I told myself to say, if I go back to my country, what exactly am I going to offer as a PhD holder? That's when this name came through, Sustainage, where I was thinking that it's best to innovate. It's also best to empower and also to generate and also to store and also conserve energy. So I would say that's the main reason why I then decided to say, no, let me register this company and try to look at the opportunities and how I can also help my country. So what I would say is that the company is focusing on the exploration of renewable energy technologies to provide clean, affordable, safe, and modern energy globally. What actually we are looking at the 4 divisions. We are looking at energy consultants, design and installation of renewable energy systems, research and development, as well as energy training. And I'm very much grateful that through collaborating, also through networking, I'm also able to come up with what we call Sustainage Training Academy. So Sustainage Training Academy is fully registered with the Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education. The vision, the bigger vision, is to set up an energy training institution in the country. At the moment, we are just offering the National Certificate of Solar Photovoltaic Design and Installation, and also we are offering the National Foundation Certificate for Electrical Installations. The main thrust is to say, I realized that in the energy space, there is a gap, a very big gap in terms of knowledge. So I then said, no, if I just start this Sustainage Training Academy, it will also attract some collaboration of which we have managed also to collaborate with different institutions. I will talk more into detail. So now on energy consultants, what we have done, we are grateful that we managed to be part of the team that developed the National Energy Efficiency Policy for Zimbabwe in 2020 and 2021, of which at the moment it's now being finalized so that it will be launched, which is something that I'm also grateful as a VIT alumni that I was also able to contribute to the development of the National Energy Efficiency Policy, knowing that in our countries, at the moment, we are having energy challenges. Am I still audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. Also, I'm just also grateful that I was also part of the team, the national team leader for the Green Hydrogen Atlas Africa project for Zimbabwe, which is a project that we actually collected data as a team. And as I was leading the team, we managed to collect data, and the Green Hydrogen Atlas is already published. In also 2020, we managed to be part of the team that developed the solar thermal bankable proposal for the country. And this is something that is actually a milestone to us, considering that we are still a startup, and that experience is actually something that is giving us confidence that we are also contributing positively to the development of our country. And also in 2022 and 2023, we managed to partner with the Institute of Energy Professionals Africa, which is based in South Africa. They, like I mentioned about collaborations, networking, this is actually something that we are still having. We have a memorandum of understanding with this institution to offer the Association of Energy Engineers certification in Zimbabwe. Currently, we have a contract with the Zimbabwe Energy Regulatory Authority, where we are offering certified energy manager, certified energy auditor, certified measurement and verification professional, bringing these training courses to our country. And so Sustainagy is the service provider for these trainings in the country, of which we are seeing that so far more than 160 delegates have been trained through this, and we are actually grateful because we are seeing that it's actually benefiting our nation. As we are also part of a special purpose vehicle, which was formed through 3 companies, Raven Energy, Sustainagy, and also Amanzi Corp, where we are developing a 50 megawatt solar farm in Matebeleland South here in Zimbabwe, of which the project has been already licensed by the Zimbabwe Energy Regulatory Authority, and we are now pushing for financial closure so that we can also feed into the grid. We can also contribute and alleviate energy challenges in our country. So we, as Raven says, this special purpose vehicle, we are saying that SDG 7 is our mantra to have access and affordable, reliable, and sustainable and modern energy for all. On research and development, like I mentioned, we managed to do this project for 2 years, the Green Hydrogen Atlas Africa project, of which we are very much grateful that this project was generously funded by the German Ministry of Research and Education. So you would find out that this project actually gave us or gave me confidence as a woman that I was able to lead a team, and I was able to organize workshops, inception workshop, validation workshops, and also to be able to present at a fora where you would, like the other opportunity was when I was in Namibia, to present my data for my country, on behalf of my country. So it's something that also motivated me as a woman in Spain to say it's doable. If ever we have different participants for this conference, I would say it's possible. Just stay positive and try to work with others. Don't be shy. You are confident. You have a PhD. It's not like it's named PhD by a woman. No, you have a PhD, you have a doctorate, or you are studying towards a doctorate. You should know that this is an opportunity. I can also stand. We are not saying we want to be equal to men, but we are saying we can also contribute positively, standing out and saying, I can do it. So for design and installation of energy systems, we are also in installation of solar systems. If you look at that picture, I was also on the top of the roof. Why not? You can also get there. You can also say, no, I can also do it. The one thing that I would want to encourage the participants or the audience, it's about the mindset. Set up your mindset to say, I can do this. This is possible. What can I do to develop my country? Than to say negative, my country is like this, now we are having load shedding. So what can I contribute, which can alleviate that load shedding? That's how the mindset that you need to have to portray or to give back to your community. For us, we have not done much. Like I told you that we just turned 3 years since inception of Sustainage. But what we can say is that when we look back, we can say during the pandemic, we were able to even to organize stakeholder workshops, which were virtual. We were not very good at using Zoom, that kind of thing. But that was an opportunity for us to know how can we use Zoom so that we can have provincial stakeholder workshops, virtual stakeholder workshop, where we can collect data. So what I can safely say is that we are actually grateful that we managed to also do some installations on houses. And also I was part of the team that attended a solar PV design and installation training at KGRTC in Zambia, where we were trained under the CESA program. Also, I would like to say, so far, 18 system installations have been made since inception. So we are not looking about like to do it, like to say by now we would have maybe 3,000 solar installations. No, we are grateful that so far, as a woman-led organization, we've managed to penetrate the market, and we have also installed 18 solar PV systems, which doesn't have problems because we are also into that training, and we try to design so that it becomes a robust system. So for energy training, we also partnered with Soul Train, where we trained women and youths for the solar thermal. And that one, the picture there is showing the mobile system that is contributed by Soul Train, so that anyone can use it. So for us, if we want to train solar thermal system design, we actually borrow that system, and we can actually engage with our participants. With solar PV systems, if you look at the team to my left, I don't know, maybe it's to your right, you would see that we've got demonstration kits that are there. Those are some that we have designed in-house to say, can we have these demonstration units so that we can be able to give examples and demonstrations to those who would want to attend the training. So in other words, what we can say is that we are so much grateful that we have already trained 172 solar PV installers in the country up to today. So we are grateful with that milestone. We are not looking at the numbers, but we are looking at the contribution that we are doing. We actually, for the training, maybe I have forgotten to mention that we also introduced what we call Solar for Kids program, where we are training our kids on the on how to design or how so that they can have a knowledge on what is renewable energy. And we are also introducing energy efficiency for kids program, where we target from the age from 10 years to 18 years to say, no, come and then on how to understand the renewable energy systems. So we also volunteer for network and networking. I actually spearheaded the formation of the Organization for Women in Science for the Developing World. I'm sure you know it, most of you, but if you don't know it, it's actually based in Trieste, Italy. So I volunteered for one to start the chapter in Zimbabwe in 2018. And currently I am the Organization for Women in Science for the Developing World Africa regional member. So it's something that also helped me to network with others and also to just have that, you know, if you have a group of women who come together and share their knowledge and share their challenges in the workplaces, you would find that it's something, it's a good platform. I also volunteered to spearhead the formation of the Association of Energy Engineers Zimbabwe chapter, which is actually under formation. We are still developing it so that it can be chartered. So in other words, what I can say, these networks actually have helped me as well to actually boost my confidence as a woman in STEM. And I am grateful that I'm still engaging with these networks. So I would say what I can encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I didn't take much of your time, but I wanted to share about my journey so that I can encourage one or two to say it's doable. If you are still doing your PhD, just to stay open-minded. Don't be someone who is just confined in your own like in your own circle. Try to collaborate. Like I mentioned earlier, that my research was cross-cutting. When I was doing, it was like production of nanoparticles from sugarcane bagasse ash for solar cell application. So in other words, what I would say is that when I was registered with the School of Chemical Engineering, but it was not going to prove to have proof of concept without the chemistry department, without Prof. Moloto's laboratory. So it was very, very easy because I was also able to reach out to them, to their lab, and they were able to assist me to prove to have a proof of concept of my solar cell, because their lab is focusing on developing of solar cell research. So what I can say, don't be confined